Was this Kelce's last game at Arrowhead?
Well, first of all, Jessica, Merry Christmas to you and to everyone out there. It's been an amazing holiday season, and I hope everyone has a great new year. But Travis Kelce has had a remarkable career. I mean, not only is he going to be known as Mr. Taylor Swift in the future, the first and foremost, he's a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame tight end from the NFL, 3 Super Bowl rings for the Kansas City Chiefs. And to answer your question, I don't think it's quite the end of an era because Patrick Mahomes, who's the quarterback of the Chiefs, of course, he's just had ACL surgery, so he's out for the rest of the season. But they're out of the playoffs, so their run that they've had the last 4 or 5 years is over, including 3 Super Bowl victories. Something tells me that Travis Kelce might take a little break. He's going to have that little wedding that's going to happen this summer, which is going to be quite an event. He's sort of become a cultural icon as well now that he's connected to Taylor Swift. But he's a great player. As I said, he's a Hall of Fame player. And as an athlete, as a former athlete that I am, Jessica, you never want someone else to tell you when it's time to go. So something tells me if Kelce, take a few weeks off, he doesn't have to play these last few games of the season. The Chiefs are out of it. It was an emotional moment for him last night in this home stadium where he's caught so many passes. I think if he takes a little break, Mahomes comes back, they make a couple of moves in the offseason, I think the Chiefs could make another run next year, and Travis Kelce or Mr. Taylor Swift could be part of it.
At what point does an elite player like Kelce start thinking less about what he can still do and more about how he wants his career to be remembered?
Well, I think it's going to be remembered very well no matter what he does from here on out. But to your point, Jessica, you start thinking about, especially if you're going to get married, do you want to have a family? He's got a wife that's got a pretty successful career herself. But I think beyond that, it's about what he wants to do. He's pretty much done it all, but there's always that itch as an athlete that you want to scratch. Can I do it one more time? Can I go out winning another Super Bowl or making another big run through the playoffs? And, the AFC has a lot of good teams, but I wouldn't say there's one great team that the Chiefs have been for the last 5 years. So if they can retool, they've got the quarterback in Mahomes, a great coach in Andy Reid, they could definitely come back and be a player next year in the NFL season. I think a lot of it depends on how quickly Mahomes recovers. These two guys have a great relationship. I think they'll talk a lot in the offseason, but something tells me, Jessica, Travis Kelce, he's going to come back for one more year. That's my prediction.
Yeah, not quite done. All right, so Amazon just played a trailer for a film about legendary coach and commentator John Madden. Nicolas Cage playing him. How do you think this movie is going to be received?
I think it's going to be received great. I mean, John Madden's an icon in the business, and how he started out. He was a coach originally for the Raiders, and then he became one of the great commentators. Someone that I looked up to as a kid. Watching tennis, obviously watching football. He brought the entertainment value. He brought a lot of panache to the game with his commentary, and I think a lot of people are still trying to be the next John Madden. So I think it'll be very successful. I mean, this is a guy who started out, really had no experience in television and as a broadcaster, and then he went around on his bus, the Madden Cruiser. I think there's a lot of great stories that can be told. And Amazon, they delivered all my Christmas presents this year, Jessica, and they're getting into sports more and more. So it doesn't surprise me to see them getting into this story of an icon in the NFL and John Madden.
All right, let's go to Pittsburgh. NFL announcing Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf suspended for 2 games following that incident at a game last Sunday. Did the league make the right call?
Definitely. The league absolutely made the right call. I thought if they suspended him 1 game, that wouldn't be enough. I think 2 was enough. Listen, Jessica, I've been out there on the tennis court, not quite as rough and tumble as the NFL, but you hear a lot of things from the crowd, and a lot of them aren't that nice at times, depending on where you are in the world. And certainly what the fan did was inappropriate. I think there might even be some racist language. Completely inappropriate. We understand that. But as an athlete on the field of play, you have to look beyond that. You have to not take that personally, as hard as that can be at times. I mean, I've had my moments. Someone in my family I know pretty well has had his moments as well. So it does happen, but you got to look at the bigger picture. If you're DK Metcalf, the Steelers had a great season. They're 9-6. They're going to be in the playoffs. You got to look at your team overall, and you got to just walk away. Maybe say something to the fan. You want to say something to him, fine. But you can't lift your hand up there and actually hit the fan. That's just way beyond being a professional athlete. Unfortunately, That's the kind of thing, Jessica, that comes with the territory of being an athlete out there on the big stage.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.